up, PG people? It's Megan. Welcome back to my channel, PG Squad. Today I'm excited because we are taking a look at conspiracy theories. Now, if your TikTok For You page is anything like my husband's, it is just filled with a million different conspiracy theories about giants, aliens, the moon landing, the Mandela effect, and many, many more. So today, I thought we would fully dive into any weird, crazy conspiracy theories and see what we think about them.
This man claimed to be from a country that doesn't exist, and some people say his story could be proof of a parallel universe. In July of 1954, a businessman entered a Tokyo airport and was asked for his passport, which he then handed over. His passport said he was from a country named Torad, and it looked 100% legit and even had stamps from other countries. But the country of Torad doesn't exist. Trying to understand the situation, the customs officers brought out a map and had him point to where the country of Torad was, and he pointed right here. He pointed to the country we know of as Andorra, and this perplexed the man, and he said the map was wrong. And what's even crazier is that the man said,
I'm just not sure I believe it. I mean, it could be an elaborate prank, right? I mean, couldn't I just make, like, you know, a passport and get a stamp by a lot of different places, or like make stamps and be like, yep, like, couldn't it just be one big elaborate prank?
And what's even crazier is that the man said he had flown from Torad to Tokyo many times in the past. Since security couldn't verify where this man was from, they detained him and put him in a hotel and put guards at the door. The guards never left the door, but the next morning, the mysterious man, along with his belongings and passport, had disappeared.
So he's just gone forever? They don't have any video footage? No, nothing? Didn't see him walking around? Did he just teleport out of there? I think I want to see a couple more references on this story. That just seems like one that's just kind of loose in space, right?
I'm about to tell you all about Prince Harry's father. Spoiler alert, it's not Charles.
Oh no.
See Prince William? He looks just like Charles. But Harry? Not a chance.
Actually,
Being
a little bit
redhead
though.
is genetic. And Charles was a brunette, and Diana was a blonde. So where does that redhead gene come from, you ask? The answer to that is Mr. James Hewitt. James Hewitt was Diana's riding instructor, and they had a 5-year affair while Diana was married to Charles. It also happened to take place around the same time Harry was born. And if that's not enough proof for you, take a look at this.
Oh, yeah, that's...
Or this.
Yeah, they sure got me there.
Comments are open. Discuss.
Comments are open. Discuss. You heard the woman. So basically, yeah, maybe the entire family knows that's probably not their kid, but like, think about what type of scandal that would be. Probably just easier to say, yep, that's his son. we don't have adultery really going on here. I do believe the conspiracy theory that they unlived Princess Diana, though.
What's a conspiracy theory that you 1000% believe in?
So every year allergy season rolls around and more people are starting to learn about botanical sexism, which is basically that city planners, who are mostly male, decided that female trees are too messy, and so they planted overwhelmingly male trees that release pollen, but not enough female trees to absorb the pollen, so we have more pollen floating around in the air than ever, which leads to increased allergies. But what everyone somehow forgets to add is that the reason female trees are messy is because they produce fruit. And I high-key believe that botanical sexism is driven by capitalism and making sure that people who live in urban areas don't have access to fresh fruits and vegetables that aren't provided by corporate.
Now that is a crazy one. I have heard that one before, specifically from this TikTok I've seen before. And I was like, yeah, like imagine a world where we could just like walk around the city and grab fruit. That would be awesome. But then somebody told me the point like, yeah, but then like if that fruit doesn't get eaten because not everybody is going up to every single tree to get fruit, it just falls on the ground, rots, and gets like all icky and gross and stinky. I don't know. I definitely think we could have afforded to balance it out. I'm not talking all fruit-bearing trees, but maybe, you know, some this and that might not be the worst idea, especially because I have really, really bad allergies.
Now, it sounds weird. Mattress Firm is laundering money or doing something super, super sketchy. Mattress Firm likes to cluster their stores together. Just look. This is in my hometown. These are not even a minute apart from each other. There's 3 of them on the same road. Same city, same thing. And here, example again. Outside of my city, this is in Texas, there are 10 on the same road. I don't know how spread out these are, but 10. I've never been in a Mattress Firm my entire life. There can't be that much of a need for mattresses. The weird
There's
thing
not.
too, and you'll just have to take my word on this, when you drive past a mattress firm, there's never cars in the parking lot.
No.
And if there is, there's like maybe one. Mattress Firm website says there's 2,500 stores across America and about 8,500 employees. That means there should be at least 3 people working a store. On top of that, they've disclosed accounting irregularities. Oh my god, I could talk about this all day.
I have definitely heard this conspiracy theory before about the mattress firms being a money laundering front. I mean, seriously, you only need a mattress once every 10 years or once every 8 years, and realistically, how many people are replacing their mattresses that often? And besides, there's usually only ever one employee inside and no one else is there, and there are just so many of them on top of all like different types of mattress stores around. Why are there so many mattress firms around? I need answers. That one is super sketchy, and ever since I very first heard that one a couple years ago, I see mattress firms just absolutely everywhere, and there's no reason.
So back in the beginning of January, a boat of about 20 people went missing going through the Bermuda Triangle.
Do not mess with the Bermuda Triangle.
January 3rd, they called off the search for them.
Okay.
It gets weirder. Just 2 days ago, a boat of 20 people with 2 children washed up on the Turks and Caicos, and everybody was dead.
Oh,
I'm
no.
not kidding.
Oh no! That's in June. That was like a whole 5 months apart.
What happened? What are your theories?
I did see somebody else cover this, and basically they kind of searched down this way. Like, so if the Bermuda Triangle looks like, it's probably not a real triangle, I don't know. If it looks kind of like this, the Coast Guards and people who looked searched down here before they gave up, but with the geography of it all, it's like the boat went like up here. So they didn't look in the spot that it would have made sense to drift off in. So that's what I heard with like a map, and somebody with an education told me.
Quick theory, all moms love the singer Pink.
Probably.
My mom loves Pink, her mom loves Pink, I'm sure. Your mom loves Pink and
sure.
is obsessed with all of her aerial stunts and wants to see her in concert.
I mean, yes, growing up, I really liked Pink because there was a lot of Pink music offered to me on our family computer.
Another conspiracy theory that has me questioning literally everything is the one that says that Post Malone isn't actually singing his own music. It is widely known that Post Malone is a heavy smoker. He smokes during interviews, he smoked at parties when parties were a thing. We all know he doesn't try to hide it. Since he smokes so much and smoking damages your voice and lungs, people are confused as to how his voice sounds as good as it does. Probably because it's not him. People have speculated that the person that sings Post songs for him is actually Justin Bieber. It is said that when Post wants to record and release a song, they have Justin Bieber go into the booth, record the song, they slow down the song or lower the pitch, or a combination of the two. Here's an example of one of Post's songs, and they raise the pitch.
That doesn't sound like Justin Bieber to me.
And here's another
Okay,
one.
No. No. Stop it. Before Post Malone was famous, he was a Minecrafter. He did Minecraft things. He sang this song.
Middle of a cold dark night, I heard a sound and I thought to myself, what was that?
So I'm not gonna play the whole thing. I don't want to get copyright stricken. I happen to also know somebody who knows Post Malone. My husband, or knew him before he was famous, and he has always been musically charged. He's always been like a musically charged person. I refuse to believe this one.
This interview came out with a psychiatrist with a patient named Jesse. This is Jesse. So one day Jesse revealed to his psychiatrist that he was actually Elvis. And they were like, well, if you're actually Elvis, take a DNA test. And guess what? He passed the DNA test. It matched both sides of his family tree. He said that he named himself Jesse after his deceased twin brother. The psychiatrist said in an interview that he would testify in a court of law that Elvis was still alive and that this man was Elvis. So do you believe Elvis is still alive?
I mean, I'm sure. I do believe that a lot of celebrities fake their own deaths just to get out of the spotlight and enjoy time out of the spotlight without being like, you guys remember when Shia LaBeouf tried to like not be famous anymore, so he covered his head with a paper bag and it said like, I'm not famous anymore? Like he tried to cancel himself. It didn't quite work, and now he's in movies again. So maybe like the only way to get out of it is to be like, I'm dead now. Stop looking for me.
Prepare to have your mind blown. Now, this isn't a conspiracy theory, but there are some creepy similarities between the assassination of JFK and Lincoln. So let's
Okay.
get to it. Lincoln was elected in Congress in 1846. Kennedy, 1946. Lincoln became president in 1860. Kennedy, 1960. Both presidents were shot on a Friday. Both presidents were shot in the head. Lincoln's secretary was named Kennedy. Kennedy's secretary was named Lincoln. Both were assassinated by Southerners.
Weird.
Both successors were named Johnson. Lincoln's successor was born in 1808. Kennedy's successor, 1908. Lincoln's assassinator was born in 1839. Kennedy's, 1939. Both assassinators were known by 3 names. Lincoln was shot in a theater called Kennedy. Kennedy was shot in a car named Lincoln. Booth ran from a theater and was caught in a warehouse, whereas Oswald ran from a warehouse and was caught in a theater.
Now, I'm not gonna fact check any of this. I'm just gonna assume that this guy would definitely not lie to us on the internet, but that is a weird, strange, crazy amount of similarities, and I definitely do believe in alternate timelines and different universal bends. Like, you know, like time I think is parallel, it's not like linear. So definitely jumping from timeline to timeline, I think history does, in a way, literally or figuratively repeats itself. I don't know how to say the word figuratively. I think we've been over this. Figuratively. Sorry.
Mark this date on your calendar. On Thursday, December 30th, 2021,
Okay.
LeBron James will suddenly announce his retirement from NBA basketball.
Wait.
It will come as a shock to the basketball world, but he will eventually return to the NBA. He will retire for 2 years, and then when his son Bronny James is eligible for the NBA draft, LeBron James will come back, and they will play on the same team. Follow for more NBA prediction.
All right, guys, I'm putting it in my calendar. I would also like you to put it into your calendar, and then take the link from this video and put it in your calendar, and then we will return to this together and see if LeBron James has retired or not.
What's a conspiracy theory that absolutely blows your mind?
Hang on, I have the perfect one. On March 8th, 2014, Flight 370 from Malaysia mysteriously vanished.
Yes.
Disappeared from every single radar, was just gone without a trace. So on March 18th, a guy named Ty uploaded a video to Twitter of what seemed to be a voicemail from Flight 370. The code was in the NATO phonetic alphabet, which read, S, danger, SOS, it is dire for you to evacuate, be caution, they are not human. Whole bunch of numbers, SOS, danger, SOS. So naturally, this drew a lot of attention. Twitter was freaking out. Someone found that if you put the numbers from the voicemail into Google Earth, that they were actually coordinates and gave you a location. This location just so happened to be the last known location of Flight 370 from Malaysia. The recording that Ty received was actually the black box recording from Flight 370. After Ty posted the video and drew a bunch of attention, some weird stuff started happening to him. More in part 2. Alright, part 2. So before this whole thing even happened, Ty tweeted something a little weird. He tweeted, okay, I'm sitting in front of my house in my car, and this guy started taking pictures of my house with flash. Literally, what the fuck, it's 3 a.m, I'm going to die tonight. And then he received the voicemail 3 days after. After the video went viral, he started receiving strange DMs in another language and some in Morse code. And someone translated one of the messages. It read, "End the post you just shared about the recording on your phone." Ty was obviously freaked out and tweeted, "Excuse me, what is going on?" Other users began piecing together that this was in fact the black box recording. And that's why I gave coordinates. And that it was possible that Flight 370 encountered something non-human. That's when someone translated the message in Morse code, which translated to, "They are taking over April 18th, 2018. Then everyone thought the world was going to end. Then things take another weird turn. Last part in part 3. Third and final part.
Okay.
After receiving those threatening DMs, Ty decided to deactivate his Twitter.
Yeah.
Which immediately led people to believe that he was lying and it was a big hoax. And then another user, Aaron, who figured out that the coordinates for the last known location of Flight 370, tweeted this. Pause to read.
No, no. You read it to me. Read it to me. I'll read it to you guys. Can we all just agree that this isn't true? I regret ever saying this. It was literally the most far-fetched conspiracy theory I didn't even believe. Never thought I would get this much hype. Can everyone relax now?
This made everyone question Ty's validity and whether or not he was lying about the entire thing. Then people noticed that Ty's profile picture was similar to someone else's. This is Ty's page straight away, and they noticed that he looked identical to Homicide. To clear any confusion, Homicide posted this. Pause to read.
No! I posted a voicemail that I received. Never once spawned one of those theories about it, not my fault. It went viral, and like I said before, I'm not tweeting about it anymore because y'all act like I have call counter set up in my house ready to get another voicemail. That was very hard to read.
So Ty explained that all of the attention was too much and pretty creepy, so he deactivated his account and made a new one. He claims he never lied about the post and the voicemail was in fact real. Unfortunately, no other connections were made, and this is pretty much where this conspiracy theory ends.
What do you guys think? I know that there's like a whole Netflix show out about that plane that disappeared. Pretty creepy stuff. Thank you guys so much for watching. Do not forget to hit that like button, subscribe button, leave a comment down below, Peachy Squad. And do not forget to hashtag stay PG, stay kind, and I will talk to you guys next time. Bye!